My parents' generation had been through the war, so it affected very much Norwegian society. So I think this notion that NATO existed was linked to the outcome, the liberation of Norway and coming out of the Second World War. To hear about NATO, I think, was almost at the same time that you heard about the armed forces. And I think it would probably be at the time in my life when you understood that you had to do military service, because there still is compulsory military service for all males in Norway. My name is Wegger Strommen, and I'm the Norwegian ambassador to the United States. We're fairly small, with 5 million people, although we look after a large territory. For smaller nations, it's the advantage of multilateralism is evident. I mean, that's why we like the UN. That's why we also like NATO as a political forum, where everybody gets a seat, and you can, if you're well prepared and if you have resources and if you make a serious effort, you not only be taken seriously, but you might actually have more influence on how matters are settled or what direction you take than you would have if we all had to do bilateral arrangements. So with Norwegians like me and Norwegian diplomats like me, you'd find a natural-born multilateralist. Even the Bretton Woods institutions, the World Bank and the Monetary Fund, was set up after the war, a system where multilateralism was going to play a much larger role in all kind of foreign politics. So NATO, in a way, is part of that package. How the world was shaped after the Second World War. So I couldn't really right now imagine the world without it. And when I started out in 1984 as in the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it's been the platform. It's been the platform of almost everything that I've done ever since.